Welcome to the Special Weather Guru podcast for Saturday evening, March 15th, 2025 for the lower 48 United States. Right now, we're going to be looking at courtesy of Radar Scope all of the tornado warnings and severe thunderstorm warnings and flash flood warnings that we have in the deep south and mid-south right now as we speak. Please be sure to subscribe to this channel as well as hit that like button for the latest weather news and weather interpretation that's going on in the lower 48 contiguous states. I appreciate your support. Right now we have 3 tornado warnings lasting in anywhere from about 15 to 35, 40 minutes, and they're all in the state of Alabama here as I zoom in on the radar here. If you're coming along I-65 or I-59 through Birmingham, Pell City, Anniston, Alabama, Talladega, Salucaga, Alabama, down towards Montgomery across 65 there, this whole line of complex of storms has been having a history of producing hail and so tornadoes, about a quarter inch to 75-inch hail, and a tornado was observed. This is for Talladega County here, as I showed you, a particularly dangerous situation here. A tornado vortex signature is reported with this cell, and Howells Cove, Waldo, and Talladega here, just to the south here. As I put it in motion here, you can see all these cells are moving very rapidly to the northeast here. And just heavy rain, so these tornadoes may be rain wrapped here, but a tornado was observed here in Talladega County and on the radar at least, and so they may be heavily rain wrapped here in Talladega here, but the cells are moving east northeast at 48 knots, so very fast here between Talladega and Waldo. You can see some bowing out here of this big cell here anywhere in this area here. So Talladega heading toward Munford and up toward the I-20 corridor. So if you come between Pell City and Oxford and Anniston, Alabama on I-20 there, heading toward the Georgia border, be very careful. These heavy storms are moving in the next 15 to 20 minutes here. According to radar, a tornado warning is issued for this area. Anybody from Talladega to Munford back toward Oxford, Alabama on I-20 here, coming from Lincoln, Oxford, back towards Heflin on that I-20 corridor, going back into Georgia, western Georgia there. Once again, we have a tornado warning in effect for Talladega County and also in Autauga County, Chilton, and Dallas County to the south here along 65, just to the southwest of Clanton, Alabama, coming through just south of Alabaster, coming to about 20-30 minutes south of Alabaster, and Calera, Alabama on 65 to the south there. The county to the south, Autauga County, Chilton, and Dallas County here, and Maplesville. We have some rotation here. 54 knots, northeast of 54 knots. This thing here is rotating here, and a tornado warning, a particularly dangerous situation. A tornado was observed on the ground here. Considerable threat. Once again, tornado warning is in effect for northeastern Perry, southeastern Bibb counties is canceled. A tornadic thunderstorm prompted the warning has weakened, moved out of the warning area, but a tornado watch remains in effect at 3 a.m. Central Daylight Time for central and southern Alabama. This is where most of the tornado is at. Tornado warning still is in effect for 9:30 Central Daylight Time for northwestern Autauga County, southwestern Chilton County, and northeastern Dallas counties. Once again, tornado was located near Parnell, Alabama, moving 9 miles northeast of Valley Grande, Alabama, moving at northeast at 60 miles an hour. This is a particularly dangerous situation. PDS has been issued. Tornado is confirmed by the radar and is on the ground here. Once again, if you're in Maplesville, Chilton County, Isabella, Parnell, Clanton, Pools, Crossroads, these communities here need to take cover immediately. Go to a basement. If you don't have a basement in these parts of the country, go to the interior room. Put as many walls between you and the storm as possible here. An observed tornado and the hail, and this is rain wrapped and hail wrapped around here. Right here, Valley Grande. You need to hit in your shelters. This storm is moving by rapidly here. I'm going to put the radar in motion here. You can see these storms are moving up toward the southern Birmingham metro area. Calera, like I said, Alabaster, Jemison, Clanton, Chilton County, Talladega Springs, Salucaga, all these areas are getting hit by heavy rain. You want to be able to get into your lowest basement here. Now, zoom out here. You can see this is all part of a quasi-linear line here that's moving along here. Convective complex is moving along here, and there's that tornado warning right there, just to the northwest of Montgomery and Prattville over there in Clanton and those counties over there. And once again, those are two tornado warnings we have. Now, up north, we have a couple of severe thunderstorm warnings, obviously here in Alabama. Those also for Wilcox County. That's going to be expiring in 13 minutes here. And as well as in Dallas County, severe thunderstorm warning with hail, 1-inch hail, 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts. Those are straight line winds that are coming in those cells. That's going to expire in about 43 minutes. Now, the flash flood concern is in Tennessee and also in the Cumberland Valley, the Cumberland Ridge area. 65, if you're coming from 65, 565 from Huntsville on through through Athens, Decatur, up into Lawrenceburg, Columbia, Tullahoma, Tennessee, Murfreesboro, Nashville, Gallatin. It includes the 65 and 24 I-24 corridors over right over the Eagle Pass I-24. All these areas are going to be under flash flood warning, watch and warning here for heavy rain here. This is going to be lasting for the next 20 to 30 minutes here. Once again, flash flood. Rainfall rates of 1 inch to 2 inches of hour here. So if you're coming through just 65 here, once again through Athens, Elkmont, Alabama, back through Pulaski, Tennessee, coming up Highway 54 there through Fayetteville, Tennessee, and up through Petersburg. Heavy rain and denoted in red here. This is just heavy rain here. Nothing severe yet, but this is heavy rain here. And this is prompting out all these warnings here from Shelbyville, Tennessee, back into Murfreesboro, Nashville, southern suburbs of Nashville, Oak Hill, Brentwood, 440, 840, those highways there, Smyrna, coming into 24 there, Rural Hill, Hendersonville, up north, 65, the northern suburbs, Hendersonville, Gallatin, White House, up all the way up to the Kentucky border here, just about here. We have these heavy storms that are going to be prompting all this thunderwarm. You can see why. This yellow and orange producing heavy rains here. Also, if you come along 40 there from Nashville to Cookeville to Crossville into Knoxville, earlier they had a tornado warning just to the west of Knoxville toward Oak Ridge, Tennessee. That's been expired. But we have heavy rain coming across 40 there from Cookeville, Crossville, over toward Knoxville and Oak Ridge and Maryville. 75 is also a rough ride coming out of Chattanooga to Cleveland. Athens, Sweetwater, back toward Loudoun County. Heavy rain there as well in these oranges and reds here, but nothing severe. But all this is issued flash flood warnings here for all of these counties: Hamilton County, Marion County, Meigs County, Ray County, Saskatchewan County, and eastern Tennessee. 1 to 2 inches of rain are falling per hour in these areas, just to the northeast of Chattanooga, Knoxville, and Nashville south. We're taking 65 south out of Nashville. Be prepared for stop and go traffic and heavy blinding rain all the way through Columbia, back toward the Alabama border, into Huntsville, northeast suburbs of Huntsville, over the mountain, Chapman Mountain, Mont St. 431, Hazel Green, back up to Fayetteville. All these areas coming across here. 59 coming across Fort Payne, all the way back toward 431, 231 in Huntsville, Owens Crossroads. All these areas experience heavy rain here in those areas, so be very careful. Flash flood warnings are extended out for that area. So we have a bunch of flash flood warnings. As I zoom out here, as you can see, most of it's concentrated in Alabama and Middle Tennessee and Northwest Georgia here as this continues to skirt along here. Now eventually this is going to move into the northeast here in the mid-Atlantic and northeast tomorrow morning, providing heavy rain, but not as much severe threat as down here, because we had a lot of mixing and turning of winds with the jet stream, the subtropical jets, and at 500 millibars screaming across with the turning of winds, the winds here. And we also had warm temperatures down here. Temperatures have been 80s, 70, 80s Fahrenheit for a couple of days since the atmosphere is primed for those tornadoes that happened back in our friends in Arkansas and Mississippi. But this is what we're dealing with tonight. We'll worry about tomorrow as it comes along. Thank you for listening. This is What the Guru Podcast signing off for March 15, 2025.